What's up, Eastview, and welcome to The Man Show.
We got two manly stories for you today.
True that. There really isn't anything more manly than getting together with a few of your bros and shooting balls of paint at each other.
Check out this next story from Pugmire.
With summer quickly approaching, students have been searching for new and exciting ways to spend time with their friends. Some have found what they are looking for out on the paintball fields.
Just a great way to get outside on the weekend, run around, get the heart beating, just get out of the house, really. The number one problem that I see with people that really want to get into it is just that they're scared. You know, paintball's just kind of got this stigma that it's super painful and you're going to get hurt and you're going to come home with a bunch of bruises. And I'm not going to lie, it doesn't feel good, but you know, you get used to it. It doesn't hurt that bad.
It's kind of like a rubber band snapping. I mean, it stings a little bit, but it's good. It's good for everyone.
If you haven't already gone paintballing, or if you have no idea what it even is, look it up and do it for sure.
Signing off for The Flash, this is Pugmire.
Nice shirt you got there, Andrew. It's very colorful, just like that last story.
Thanks, Joe. Next, we'll take it over to Rada for a story about a rookie staff member here at Eastview who really hammers it out of the park.
Eddie grew up in a small town in North Carolina. Just St. Paul's is what it's called. Growing up, I had your typical childhood. I mean, I was just a stubborn little kid, you know, a little snotty-nosed kid running around the neighborhood. I played every sport that I could play in high school, just so I could keep myself out of trouble. It's football, basketball, and baseball, so I've won state championships in all three sports.
Eddie won the state championship 11 times and was named the Gatorade Baseball Player of the Year. But his athletic career wasn't over yet.
I was fortunate enough to be drafted in the second round by Kansas City out of high school. The first thing I did with my signing bonus is I bought my mom a home, because growing up we weren't fortunate enough to be able to live in, you know, a big house, but we were a close-knit family, so we were comfortable. But that was the first thing I wanted to do for my family, was to get them a bigger place. I played with 3 organizations. I was drafted by Kansas City. I was traded over to St. Louis, and was traded over to Minnesota from St. Louis also. Injury I had come at an unfortunate time for me, which I was playing good baseball, and in the eyes of certain guys that was wanting me to possibly play big league baseball the following year. And it took me way back, and I could never get myself back to the way I was, so the dream ended right there, and I accepted it and moved on. By me playing so long, for 18 years, living out of a suitcase, I felt like it was time for me to take another path, and here I am.
Thankfully for us, Eddie is here to stay. Signing off for The Flash, this is Jake.
Wow, I never realized there was so much more to Eddie than being an awesome member to the Eastview family.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing to think that so much talent walks the halls of Eastview every day. Man, Pug, it really feels great to be manly.
Speaking of manliness, the boys are up all night hammering out these credits for you, Eastview. Stay tuned for the credits.